that there's a lot of people who work in high-rises in Calgary who just don't get British Columbians. But there are some amazing people in Alberta who are with us in solidarity. So I'd like to introduce Melina Laboucan-Massimo from Greenpeace.
Hi. Kansakia. Nia Melina Laboucan-Massimo. Nia Nihia. Kinaskumtanawao. It's good to be here today on unceded Coast Salish territories. It's an honor. I come from northern Alberta. I come from a community that's impacted by tar sands extraction. And I'm also a climate and energy campaigner with Greenpeace based in Alberta. It's amazing to see all you guys here standing in solidarity with the communities that are impacted by this extraction process and the communities that are standing in opposition to the pipeline and the super tankers that will impact their territories if this were to happen. Last spring, I returned home to witness one of the biggest oil spills in Alberta's history. It was 10 kilometers away from my family's homes. What I saw was a landscape that was forever changed. One that where my family has picked berries, hunted, trapped, fished for thousands of years. And now we know that that land will never be the same. Days before the federal and provincial government admitted that this was happening, my family was sending me messages telling me of burning eyes, headaches, nausea, dizziness. The school was shut down for a week and a half. It wasn't until after the federal election of last year that the information was released about the magnitude of the spill. 28,000 barrels, 4.5 million liters leaked onto our traditional territory without the community even knowing that it was happening. Soon afterward, the story was swept under the carpet, away from the eyes of the public. And yet we know that even though they say it will be cleaned, we know it will never be the same. And never would I wish this upon anyone else. Never would I wish this upon my worst enemy. Never would I wish this upon our Indigenous brothers and sisters that stand here today, that are in opposition to the pipeline and to the tankers on this west coast, this beautiful west coast that I stand here today. Never would I hope that someone would have to tell their family member that the toxic fumes that they're breathing in are from an oil spill nearby. That pregnant women, that elders should have probably have left the community, but no one was telling them this. Shame. The government tried so hard to deny that there was a problem that it put my family and the rest of the community at risk. Shame. And the most sad and frustrating thing about this is that my community will not be the first, nor will it be the last to experience these devastating and drastic situations. We saw it happen over 20 years ago with the Exxon Valdez spill, and we see it happening with increasing incidents across North America and the world. This is why we are here today, so that other communities can hopefully avoid this type of spill. Communities can no longer access their traditional territories due to the ever-expanding tar sands operations that are on the landscape. Where I come from, billions of dollars are taken out of our traditional territory, and yet my family goes without running water till this day. Shame. We see abject poverty in the richest province of the country. We see First Nation communities living in third world conditions when they're in the midst of a first world country. Shame! Shame! We see Aboriginal and treaty rights being violated in the name of tar sands. Shame! We have the choice to change the direction we are taking in this world. Canada could become a world leader in renewable energy. They have that choice. They have that choice to switch to renewable energy systems where our communities would not have to suffer, where we would not have to sustain massive industrialization of tar sands, where we would not need to build more pipelines and put more super tankers on the west coast. And that's what we are demanding here today. So it's good to be here. Hi, thank you very much. When I say stop that, you say tar sands, stop! you say pipeline. Stop the. Stop the. When I say stop the, you say pipelines. Stop the. Stop the. And when I say climate, you say justice. Climate. Justice. Climate. Justice. Hi, hi.